All right, welcome to the last year in Maseches Rosh Hashana for another 7.5 years. I'm still deliberating whether I'll continue to do shiurim for the second cycle, or else we'll just stick with the shiurim that I have now. Once again, I'm back in Israel, and I'm joined by another Yehuda, my brother-in-law Yehuda. My father's name is also Yehuda. The 2 out of 3 people that do shiurim with me, their name is Yehuda. So, what does that say about the name Yehuda? It's a popular name, huh? Yehuda, did you miss me when I was in America?
What's the Shire?
That's a Shiloh. You missed me. You're part of the family. You, my father, and Shmuel are the 3 mainstays in my shir. So special congrats to being back with Yehuda. We bought some nice cologne in America. Ralph Lauren Polo Black. Um, Yehuda also seems to like it, but maybe he doesn't like it now. I got this package. It comes with a big bottle, a small bottle, and a roll-on of the cologne. And I gave a small bottle to Yehuda for his birthday, and I also gave him the roll-on. But now he doesn't like the roll-on, or does he? I don't know. Anyway, he should be happy. I said it's a big birthday. Yehuda is now 23 years old, right, Yehuda?
Yeah.
And because number 23 is my favorite number, used to be my favorite number, because Michael Jordan wore number 23. It's a special year, 23. It's Mesugel to get married. If you get married, that means that one day your kids will play in the NBA. Right, Yehuda?
No.
If you get married when you were 23, it's a guarantee. You know, Chaim Kanievsky bring us down in the footnotes in one of his forums.
No,
you missed me. This is Eretz Yisrael, Rosh Hashana 23, Chav Gimel.
Where are we holding the Gemara?
This is, last off, Lamed Hey.
Show me it.
Lamed Hey, we're on the bottom of Lamed Dal Lamed Beis.
Stay the Gemara, no?
Like my father, this Yehuda also, he always says, let's go, let's learn the Gemara. Ay. Not going positive outside. Yelling going on outside. My daughter's in trouble. Listen, he always wants me to go on. Listen, this is a critical part of my shir, a critical and important part of my shir, the lead up to the daf. It's what gets people excited. It's what gets people riled up. It gets people enthused to hear Divrei Torah. Because you have to have enthusiasm before you learn Divrei Torah. If you don't have the hislavos, you don't have the enthusiasm, the Torah won't stick to your neshama. Right? That Rav Chaim also says in the Hagos, Yehuda Sefer.
No.
On Michael Jordan.
No.
History of Michael Jordan. Biography of Michael Jordan. All right, we're going to start here. The Gemara says on the bottom, about 4 lines from the bottom of Lamed Dal Lamed Beis. 5 lines. Shama Rabbi Chia Brei Rabba Barachmeni. We had yesterday, on Friday, we had a machlokes, whether it's still a machlokes between Rav Gamliel and the Chachamim, whether the Shliach Sibra could be motzi the rabbim on Musaf Tefillah on Rosh Hashana and Yom Kippur of Yelva, or he can't. So one opinion, Rabbi Yochanan says Modim Chachamim Rav Gamliel. He says the Chachamim agreed with Rav Gamliel that he could be motzi them, and Rav says the Daini machlokes. So Shama Rabbi Chia Brei Rabba Barachmeni, he heard this statement. Azal Amr L'Shmaisa K'mei Rav Dimi Bar Chanina. He said this teaching in front of Rav Dimi Bar Chanina. Amar Lai Haki Amar Rav Adayin Machlokas. He said when he heard what Rav Yochanan said, he said Rav argues and he says it's still a machlokas. In the Chachamim and Gamliel, the Chachamim hold you can't be mostly the Rabbim. Amar Lai Rav Bar Chana Nami Haki Kama. He said Rav Chana also said this. He mentioned Rav's shita. Ki Amar Rav Yochanan L'Hashmaisa. When Rav Yochanan said this teaching, if legaler Ish Lakish. Rish Lakish also, besides Rav, Rish Lakish also argued on Rabbi Yochanan. Amr Adayin Himachlokas. He says it's still a machlokas between Rav Gamliel and the Chachamim. Some would follow the Chachamim, that he can't be motzi the Rabbi Deichavasan. We have Rabbi Yochanan Haki. Again, this means that the Shliach Sibur can just say Chazar Hashas. There's no silent Shema Yisrael. The Shliach Sibur just gets up and does Chazar Hashas, and he's motzi everybody. Me Rabbi Yochanan Haki. Rabbi Yochanan say this. Amar Rabbi Chana Sipora. Amar Rabbi Yochanan Hilchas Dagar Gamliel. He said, Yochanan Paskin, halacha v'al Gamliel, hilchasa, iklal de pligi. If you say the halacha follows one opinion, it means that they argue, right? They argue. So you see that Rabbi Yochanan holds still a machlokas, and he paskin like Gamliel. Top of Laman Ham and Aleph, the last 35 dapim in Rosh Hashana. He saw like Rabbi Abba, Yomi, when Rabbi Abba came back from the sea. He went on a ship. He went to St. Martin. I was there also. He went to St. Martin, an island in the Caribbean. Pirsha, I don't know where he went. He was coming back from sea. Pirsha, he explained Modim, Chachamim, Gamliel, the Brachos, Shal Rosh Hashana, V'Shal Kippurim. V'Halacha, Mikal de Pligi, Brachos, Chol Hashana. He explains like this to answer Rabbi Yochanan. Yochanan said, he said, Chachamim, Modim, Gamliel. That was talking about when it comes to the Musaf of Rosh Hashana and Yom Kippur of Yovel. When it comes to the regular Shemona Esrei, the whole year, regular Musaf of a Shabbos or any day's tefillah, the Shliach Tzibur can't be motzi everyone according to the Rabbanan. It's interesting, he passed like Gamliel, according to this explanation, Rabbi Yochanan hold that the halacha is like Gamliel, even Bracha Shal Kol Hashana Kul, the Shliach Tzibur can be motzi everyone. So the Gemara is saying, it's true, Amar Reb Chana Sipora, Amar Rabbi Yochanan, halacha Gamliel, but Bracha Shal Rosh Hashana Kippurim. He said his statement, Allah Gamliel, who argues on the Rabbanon by Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, not by Kol Hashana Kula. El Amar of Nachmar Yitzchak Man Modim Rabbi Meir. Who is the one who is Moda? Modim Chamnar Gamliel. That's Rabbi Meir. It's not all the Chachamim. It's just one Tana. His name was Rabbi Meir. Allah called the Pligi Rabbanon. It's really only talking about the Tefillah, the Musaf of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and Yovel. But it's talking about two different Tanoim. It's talking about Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Meir agrees to Rabbi Gamliel. The Chum argue on Rabbi Gamliel, and they say by Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, he can't be most the Rabbi Midei Chavasim. And then Rabbi Yochanan passed like Gamliel. The Sanya, we learned that a Brisa, Brachos Rosh Hashanah Gurim Shliach Sibur Moti Rabbi Midei Chavasim. Divrei Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Meir seems to agree with Rabbi Gamliel that he could be Moti the Rabbi Shliach Sibur. Chum Omrim Shem Shliach Sibur Chayev Kach Yachid Yachid Chayev. There's a Chayev on each individual person. A Shliach Tzibur cannot be motzi other people, they're chiyuv by Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Ma'ishna Hani. So the Gemara, so we see there's a discrepancy between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and then the rest of the year. So why does Rameir and Gamliel hold that Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur that we allow the Shliach Tzibur to be motzi Rabbi Midei Chavasam, and by the rest of the year he holds you can't do that. Ilema Mishum the Nefishi cry. Is it because on Musaf, Rosh Hashanah, and the Musaf of Yom Kippur and Yovel, there's a lot of psukim? You have to say 10 psukim Malchios, 10 Zichronos, 10 Jofros. The Amar of Chanan, Amar Rav, Kemesh Amar B'Drasa Chos of Leimor, Shu Eno Sarach. We have a teaching of Chanan, that B'di'evet, even if you don't say any psukim, you just say Taras Chos of Leimor. You don't mention any of the psukim in the Torah and the Ksuvim and the Nevi'im. You don't mention any of the psukim, you're still yotzei b'di'evet. So you see that can't be the reason. Ela mishum da'avshi brachos. The answer is because most of Rosh Yom Kippur, I can't believe they're all screaming. Every time I give a shir in his house, there's always someone screaming or talking on the phone or yelling. Huda likes to make jokes with his friends on the phone when I'm giving the shir, right? No, he doesn't do that. He does good. He doesn't make noise. My daughter woke up just screaming. I'm going to give a shir. You'd think she should support her son and her father in Torah. Mechazik him, leave a Torah, tell Tati, I want you to learn Torah. No, she just gets up, wakes up, and starts screaming like a maniac. All right, so where it says, Sovereign Mina, Hani Mili, 1 second. Elam Mishum the Avshi brachos, because the brachos in Musaf, even though you don't have to say the actual psukim, they are long brachos, they're cumbersome, they're a lot of things to remember, and so therefore they don't always have Sidurim back then. Even now, we have Sidurim, right? Not everyone can read Hebrew. We're going to see, we're talking about Amarat, some people that are traditional Jews also, conservative Jews. They only come to Shul and Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. They didn't know the Tefillah, they can't read. Not every siddur was transliterated. Even is transliterated. It's hard to read Tefillah. Gufa, Amar Rav Chanan Amar Rav, Kevin Shamar Drasa Klusav Lamar Shuain Osara. Once you say those words, B'di'evid or Yoti, Sarah Mina Hani Mila B'Yachid. That's only talking about a silent Shmona Esrei. Avad Tzibur, the Tefillah, the Shliach Tzibur, low. He can't be Yotze just B'di'evid by saying with Drasa Klusav Lamar. Itmar, Amar Rabbi Shua Ben Levi, Echad Yachid, Echad Tzibur, Kevin Shamar Drasa Klusav Lamar Shuain Osara. Once you say those words, it's Drasa Klusav Lamar, you don't have to say anything else.
You go out all this Manessa?
Well, no, then you go to the there's the psukim, there's the lead in. Let's say Malachios, Zichronos, and Shovos. They have the lead in part of the
Oh.
bracha. Then they have the psukim, and then they have the Gemara. It's like a couple of paragraphs, right? That where you talk about Malachios Hashem, and then Shofros, Zichronos. I don't know psukim. Like the Gemara says, people aren't familiar with this stuff. But you see every Musaf on Rosh Hashanah, they have a lot of the brachas are very long. It's very long.
So he's saying Bestosa Kasema, now what?
You don't
do
say the
need to say?
psukim. We learned earlier in Masechet Rosh Hashanah you have to say 10. Chachila is supposed to say 10 psukim of Malchios, 10 zichronos, 10 shofros. All the Gemara is saying is you don't have to actually say the psukim. You only have to say with Taras Kos of Lamar. In Torah it says these psukim. You don't have to actually say the psukim. But the beginning part of the bracha and end of the bracha you still have to say. Amar Lezel, let me ask you, Adam Tfilasa, the Achak Hispel. A person should always prepare his davening, meaning he should go through the davening first and then daven. Amar Rabbi Abba, Stavra Milsi, Rabbi Lezer, he makes sense for Lezer, a bracha Rosh Hashanah Shem Kippurim, Mishal Prakim. On davening of Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, we're not familiar with tefillos and Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Everyone has their own matzor for it, and tefillos that only happen once in a while, right? Let's say Shalosh Regalim, you're not familiar with that tefillah. You should prepare in advance. Well, the Kol Hashanah low, but the whole year, the Shema Yisrael you say every day, 3 times a day. You don't have to prepare before that. You know what the tefillah is, right? You prepare before your tefillos?
What, every day?
Yeah, like besides like the hour and a half you go and you sit in a corner and cry over the meaning of the tefillah. Besides that, an hour and a half. Besides, okay. So is like normal, like a normal person, like everyone go an hour and a half in the corner, find a good corner, a quiet corner in your house or your base medrash and cry. Hashem just give you the right kavanas for your tefillahs. That's not what the Gemara is talking. The Gemara is talking. I'm joking. The Gemara is talking about that hour and a half. Or any 10 minutes, or how long it takes you to do that. That's the Gemara is talking about. The Gemara is talking about people who do that. The Gemara says you don't have to do that the rest of the year. Any is this true? Rabbi Yehuda Masadar Sluse Mashani Matzli. Rabbi Yehuda was an Amora. He would prepare a regular Shemona Esrei during the week. The Gemara answers Shani Rabbi Yehuda came when the Talsin Yomin have a Matzli Kaprokim Dami. He was very engrossed in learning. He learned 30 days straight without stopping. He didn't even daven in the middle. He only davened once every 30 days. Why 30 days did he stop? Because he finished chazering all of Shas in 30 days. Now, Rav Chaim Kanievsky, finishes Shas every year. Rav Yehuda was 12 times better. He finished Shas every 30 days. Doesn't say he finished Shas, but maybe he did. But he stopped learning after 30 days for Rosh Chodesh, I guess. And therefore, since he was only davening once every 30 days, it was like unusual. The Shemona Esrei was not familiar with him. Well, it became not so familiar, so he had to prepare before davening. Amar Ravacha Baravir Amar Rishim Chasida Poter Hayarim Lil Afilu Am Shavasados. He would pater from davening on Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, meaning he said the Shliach Sibrach Motzi the Rabbi Dechavasa, even the people who were in the field. Now, what the heck were they doing in the field on Rosh Hashanah? Right? It's a big question. I understand. They were in the field on Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is a Yom Tov. You're not supposed to be in the fields working. They were in the fields working. So the Gemara continues, we'll leave that question for a second. That will be the Iyun Ben Sion part. Love this Iyun Ben Sion today. Special edition, the last after Rosh Hashanah.
Maybe they went to...
unite all of Klal Yisrael, this Kiddush.
It says in Chamishas Abba and Yom Kippur, they go out to the Krumim.
But this is Rosh Hashanah, not Yom Kippur.
Alright.
Only buy Hani. The Gemara answers, only buy Hani the Kaimi Hacha. Adra Hani Yisi Hani Lo Anisi. The Gemara is saying, Afilu Avshazal, even people in the cells. And Kol Shekin, they're pater people who are standing in the shul. So the Gemara says there's a difference. The people in the field, they're honest, they're doing work, they're busy. They can't come in, but the people in the shul, they should say they're Rosh Hashanah Esrei. Tani Abba Breida Rav Binyamin Barchia, Am Shacharei Kohanim, Einam B'chal Bracha. People, when they do Berkas Kohanim, right, a lot of people make sure to get in front of the Kohanim. Let's say you're standing in a shul where you sit in front of the Bima, in front of the Amud. So when the Kohanim do Berkas Kohanim here, as Israel, they do it every day, people try to stand in front of them because since you could stand in front of them, it's not considered an ones. You're not yotze with their brachos, the brachos kohanim, unless you stand in front of them, and you're not considered an honest because you could technically move. There's room to move there. So we see from here that if you're not honest, you're chayiv. Only part of the people in the field. My time, because they're busy with malacha on Rosh Hashanah. I'll be your low. People in the city who could easily come to shul, they're not pater from the shul where they have to come down. And even Gamliel held that They have to come daven their own silent Shemona Esrei. We'll leave off for Masechtas Rosh Hashana with a special Ian with Ben Sion. You're going to love this, Yehuda. What in the world were these people doing in the fields on Rosh Hashanah? They should have been in Shul davening. The Torah is teaching you a big klal that our skull was made for all types of Jews. And the Gemara and the Torah even includes people that are traditional Jews, conservative Jews, right? They come to shul twice a year, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. They could drive to shul. I don't know. It doesn't mean they walk to shul. They probably drive to shul. A lot of them. They come to shul, and after shul's over, they go and do more work. They work on their portfolios. I don't know, whatever they do, but they work. The Torah includes those people, and you know what? The Torah even patters those people because they're honest. What do you say? They're honest. They're honest. What kind of question? They're honest. They're forced to do this. What do you mean? Get your tzitzis. Buy your 24-inch tzitzis. You know, go ahead. Put an Altman yarmulke, a size 8 Altman yarmulke on your head, and become Haredi. Right? What is this business? They're honest because they're in the field doing malacha. You're not allowed to do malacha on Yom Tov. You're not allowed to do malacha on Yom Tov. The Torah says no. The Torah includes them. The Torah is even willing to pater them, exempt them, because, hey, listen, at least they're coming Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. They're traditional. They're conservative. But they're still coming to Shul on Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. We're worried about them. And therefore, we even pater them from Shliach Tzibur, from the Musaf of Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, because they're busy with their work. We include them in Klal Yisrael. You should include every Jew, no matter what his background, what his affiliation. Even a Jew like me, and even a Jew like Yehuda. Are we the same, Yehuda? Maybe not. The big mystery of who I am will continue until Masechtas Tainis. Get ready, tomorrow is Masechtas Tainis. It's going to be the best Masechta ever. You won't regret 1 minute of Masechtas Tainis. Yehuda, are you excited for Masechtas Tainis? Get excited. I have a new proclamation to make at the beginning of Masechtas Tainis. Last Masechtas Rosh Hashanah, I told everybody, if you don't listen to my shiur Masechtas Rosh Hashanah, become a goy. Apparently, 99.99% of Klal Yisrael became goyim. I'm joking. Caleb Humphrey listened to a couple of my shiurim. I don't know who Caleb is. Anyway, my father was part of my shiurim. Yehuda was on my shiurim, so those are the only Jews in the world. And I was at all my shiurim, so I guess I'm Jewish. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Masechtas Tainis. Have a good Mosash, as Yehuda says. Mosash, what does that mean?
Say Shabbat.
That's how they say it. Mosash. All right. Take care. Bye.